Oh, are you fuckers still fighting it out over here? Go away. So he's not... He's at the CIT ruins. He's not in the Institute. Why is he above ground? Into the Sit Rotunda. Wait. Was he on the roof? Up on the roof. Why is Father on the roof? Wait. Oh no, that's the way out. We're okay. Straw pillow. Okay then. Crap, I've forgotten. I can get into this safe now.
Yes.
Not really that great. Oh well. I forget how to get to the other side. That doesn't make sense. Speak with Father in the ruins of CIT. Now I'm back on the basement floor. Oh, wait. Was this always here? I assume it must be. I must have been here before. I think this is the way that we go to the roof, right? Alright, what are you doing up here, Sean? Supposedly Sean. Are you about to jump to your death? Are you about to tell me that you know that I betrayed the Institute?
Son?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth
What the hell's
is
that in
dead.
the distance?
There's no future.
That's Diamond
here.
City, isn't
The
it?
only hope for humanity lies below.
Oh, no. Why come out
So
here?
why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Of course he let me out. I figured
Your
that out.
unconditional love is overwhelming. I think I need a moment.
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. I have had no love to feel. We have been strangers until now, you and I. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts.
You're a little
Will the
bit twisted.
Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me?
And we were frozen for years. Cryostasis of that force has always been a matter of like, you went, boom, you've been frozen. When you're unthawed, you will not, it's like falling asleep. You don't experience any of that time that passed. It goes by like that. So to him, that, like, he should realize that shouldn't even be a question, because to us, there's no time has passed between us being frozen, unthawed, and him being taken and then refrozen, and then there. That's why we thought he was a kid still. If this is actually Sean, I'm still wavering on that possibility.
And now I know the answer.
Was it worth it?
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And
Are
to
you
see the
yelling
Brotherhood
at
of
your
Steel
mother?
involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment.
Directorate, so there's
Things
still
are
somebody
already
above
in
him.
motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Whoa. Level up! We're getting close. We're getting close, people. You now do 60% more damage and gain an addition increased chance to disarm your opponent. Ooh, that could be useful. We also have been using a little bit more gunny goodness. We also could use that a lot. And probably that. And probably that. We need to be level 28 for that. Heavy guns do more damage. Level 29 and level 25. So we got a ways to go before we have to worry about that. I could do this. I need the gun mods for my guns. No? Yeah? No? I'm weird. I'm very weird. I also need to be able to get into more advanced terminals. I don't know what I want. Should we up our charisma a little bit? Let's do that. Alright, so now we're going back into the Institute. I'm gonna quick save, just in case things go shit up here.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. Well, it's important.
I'm really concerned with what that is about there, that interaction just now. Oh, directorate, wait. Does directorate mean, oh, you're Justin Io. Does directorate meaning somebody's joining us, or it's just the meeting of the directors? I actually don't understand. There we go.
Good, we're all here.
Clean attire, clean attire, clean attire, clean attire.
Sir, excuse me,
armor.
but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Me?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every
Electricity?
advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Compromises?
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no
okay.
longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will
Oh,
ensure not just
good.
our survival, but our prosperity.
So we have a way to, I'm gonna
Can
keep
you tell me
questioning
more
it.
about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The
Oh.
reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time.
He's
I'm
dying.
sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
what? Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you,
Holy
but
crap.
we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk
crap.
more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
jeez.
You can't be serious.
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
My compliments on getting B592 back to us so quickly.
Okay, I was not expecting that. One sec. So he's dying. He wants me to lead the charge. Why are you staying? Are you Dr.
It's great to have you
Holdren?
here.
No.
I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother.
Oh, fuck.
I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I don't want to.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Who's available to be my companion?